Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. The PGA Tour is in Potomac, Maryland this week for the Wells Fargo Championship, featuring a number of big names. That list includes names like major champions Sergio Garcia, Patrick Reed and Jason Day. The highest ranked player in the field is world number 7, Rory McIlroy, who has won the Wells Fargo 3 times. And earlier today, Rory met with the media for the first time since playing the Masters in April.
Anytime you can defend a title, it's a nice thing to do. Obviously, my success at this tournament's been at Quail Hollow and not here. Never played here before, never seen the venue, so I played 18 holes yesterday and just played another 9 today. So as a replacement for Quail Hollow, this is a pretty nice one. Hadn't really heard much about the golf course, but from what I've seen the last couple of days, I really like it. It's a really, it's just a solid golf course. You can't really fake it around here. You got to hit the ball really well. Green complexes are tricky, pretty small targets. The rough maybe isn't up as much as they usually have it here, just because of the time of year. But overall, a really solid test, and looking forward to getting out there tomorrow.
Rory, coming off your Sunday performance at Augusta, do you now feel higher expectations or more pressure heading into the next 10 weeks that are going to define your year?
No, not necessarily. I think, if anything, it gives me comfort knowing that my game is there, and no, not more expectation or pressure. I mean, I think that's always there. That's always been there. But I got a lot of confidence from that round on Sunday. I did a lot of great things, and it's something to definitely build on over the next few weeks.
You obviously have some pretty good memories from the course across the street. I wonder if you've been back there since, and how would you reflect on that week? And does it seem really distant? Does it seem fresh? It's 11 years now.
Yeah. So I have been back. I did something for the club in the first tee there a couple of years ago. I'm actually going to go over this afternoon and take a look at because whenever I went back a couple of years ago, the blue course wasn't fully renovated. They were still in the process. So I'm going to head over, and that day a couple of years ago, they gave me honorary membership, and as a member, I think it's only right I go over and at least show my face. So I'm going to go over this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to that. 11 years ago does seem like a long time ago. It is a distant memory. I think I've watched it back so many times, I don't really remember the experience of it. I remember more just from watching on a laptop or a TV screen. So, but it is cool. I was driving in here yesterday morning and going along whatever road that is, and I looked left, and I was like, "Oh, it looks like Congressional." I'm like, "Oh no, that is Congressional." So good vibes from this area, obviously, and yeah, I still to this day think it's the best week of golf that I've ever played in my life. The ball was on a string that week, and you wish you could bottle that every single week that you play. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but I think that's still the benchmark of how I can play. That's as good as I could play that week.
The conversation, I know, at least for the PAC and the policy board, your position has been kind of what the tour is going to do in the fall. I know there's a lot of things on the board. Personally, what would you like to see the fall schedule look like?
What I would like to see the fall schedule look like is my preference, but I guess this is the hard thing, right? You've got 200 and whatever members that you're trying to keep everyone somewhat happy. Some guys really like to play in the fall because they feel like they get a head start in the FedEx Cup. The top guys like to feel like they have time off to actually have an off season and rest and prepared for the next season coming up. And I guess it's sort of trying to find a balance of that. It's hard. It's very hard for me to stand here and say I'd like all the fall events to go away and play, 3 or 4 of these suggested tournaments that they're thinking about, because that's good for me, but that's not good for the entire membership. So, you know, I have to try to look at things that are going to benefit the entire membership and the entire tour, and not just what benefits me or the top players. I think there's enough programs in place that benefit the top players right now. PIP program, you know, the Comcast Top 10, the FedEx Cup bonus, you know, all of those things are designed to funnel more money into the top players' pockets. You know, you play the best, and you know, the cream should rise to the top by the end of the year, and that's why Comcast Top 10, FedEx Cup bonus money is so high. And then, you know, you add the PIP in there for the people that make the biggest impact on the tour. So I think the top players, we've gotten a lot of things our own way the last couple of years. And I think for us to talk about just taking the fall events away for the guys that sort of need them and need those opportunities would be very, very selfish. So it's a delicate balance. It always has been on a tour and a membership that's this big, because you're trying to accommodate so many different people in so many different scenarios.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the draw, Joel Damon, 2018 Masters champion Patrick Reed and Paul Casey will start their weeks at 1:05 p.m. Eastern. And today the Englishman spoke with Rex Hogard for an update on his health.
How does your back feel?
Tight, Rex. Really tight. Sore. I've not played 18 holes of golf since the final round of the Players, and squeezed 9 holes in yesterday, but it's just back to sore, tight, locked up, and I guess trying to figure out what we do tomorrow. Maybe a miracle before tomorrow, but right now it's not looking good.
Haven't played since the match play. What was the prognosis? What did the doctors tell you?
I'm not a doctor. I mean, it's a sore back. It's inflammation in the facet joints, L4, L5, S1, that kind of stuff. I've had cortisone shot in there, try and get the inflammation down, but I don't know. I've just spent a lot of time in MRI tubes and in you know, on physio tables and in the gym, and I think the prognosis is just, I guess it's just sort of, it's fine. I mean, there's no sort of structural damage. It's just fatigue. It's too much golf.
We were talking earlier, it does put you in an awkward position. This would be your 7th start if you do tee it up on Thursday. We're more than halfway through the season. If you can't play this week, how do you start thinking about the future of your season on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, it's something which is already a kind of a topic in the camp. I've talked at lengthy discussions already with members of staff on the PGA Tour about, you know, what the medical process is, if I need to take one. Being a dual member of the DP World Tour and the PGA Tour means there's minimums. I mean, for me, it's 15 events I have to play on the PGA Tour and 4 regular DP World events, so non-major, non-WGC events. And so far, I've only played 1 DP event and only 6 PGA Tour events. It's not trying to cram all that in. I mean, this is something that's, you know, there's a lot more that goes into it. And how do I do that? I don't know at this stage. I mean, I feel like I've kind of got to tee off this week or next week. Otherwise, you know, something like a medical is probably on the cards.
Well, that is it from us here. Enjoy tomorrow's opening round of the Wells Fargo Championship.